Okay, we're starting chapter 10 in math with our 3D shapes. I'm going to let you watch the video. Make sure it's turned on.
Hey, let's go on a kitchen adventure. When you look around your kitchen, what shapes do you see? Cubes, cones, cylinders? Let's take a look. First, let's go to the refrigerator. Hey, there are my cheese snacks. What shape are they? They're cubes. They have 6 faces and 8 vertices. I'm getting hungry. I wonder what's for dinner. Soup. And look, it's in the shape of a cylinder. It has 2 faces and no vertices. Now an ice cream cone sounds yummy for dessert. Look, the ice cream container is shaped like a cylinder too. And the ice cream cone is shaped like a cone with 1 face and 1 vertex. Looking for shapes can be fun and delicious. What shapes can you find?
Okay, well that's waiting to come on. These shapes here that I sent home, yours were in color except one. We have a rectangular prism, a cube. I hope you've had time to make them. A cylinder, a triangular prism, a cone, a square pyramid, mine's upside down, and a triangular pyramid. Okay? All right, so today we're talking about cubes and prisms for our first lesson. And let's just go on to our first page. Okay, here's your first page. And it says they want you to use your rectangular prism and your cube, compare and describe the shapes, trace 1 face of each shape, and tell a classmate which 3-dimensional shape belongs to each face you traced. So, let me find my shapes real quick. I should have already had them out, but I did not. There they are. Okay, so the cube. All right, so these are the 2 that I want you to get out of yours, and let's talk about them. Okay, we have a cube. Let's count the faces. Remember, the face is a flat part. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. And then the vertices are the corners. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the shape of the faces on the cube are squares. Okay? On the rectangular prism, we have faces. Let's count them. Top and bottom. So 1, 2, sides, 3, 4, front and back, 5, 6. And then the vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the edges. Have you ever counted edges before? There's a lot of them. Let's look. And I hold it still, and that way, if I move it around, I'm going to get confused. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 edges. Okay? Now, it said to trace over a face. So I'm going to put this face down. trace over it if it'll let me. Oh yeah, I gotta do this, don't I? It's different than just the smartboard. Okay, so, still not letting me. Anyway, you trace over it, and once you've traced over it, yeah, it's not letting me do it. When you've traced around it, what shape is this face? It's a rectangle, okay? If you traced around this shape, it would be a square. So that's what you're supposed to do on the first page. All right, let's go to the next, and we'll turn that off. And whoops, it's letting me write all over the place now. Let's get out of that. Okay, hopefully, oh, gee. All right. Okay, so you turn your page. It shows you a cube. It's pointing to the face. We counted 6 faces and 8 vertices. Okay? Same thing here. There were 6 faces and 8 vertices on the rectangular prism. All right, let's move on. If it will let me. Okay, so it says identify each shape, circle the name, write the number of faces and vertices. Okay, here's your 2 choices. Here is your shape, which is like this one. Is this a cube or is it a rectangular prism? Okay, we're going to do this together. It's a rectangular prism, and we counted the faces earlier. Let's do it again. Top and bottom, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, front and back, 5, 6. 6 faces, and the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Down here, is this a cube or a rectangular prism? This one here, which is like this one. It is a cube because everything's the same. All the faces are the same. And the same thing, it has 6 faces. 1, let's put that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, all right, let's move to the next part. Next page, you can flip it over. All right, and again. All right, goodness gracious. Okay, so this is kind of the same thing that was on the other page, so you're going to do this one on your own. Is this a cube or a rectangular prism? Circle the correct one. Write how many faces, how many vertices. Is this a cube or a rectangular prism? How many faces, how many vertices? And then it says circle the shape of the face that make each object. Okay, see this? It's the same as a cube. What shape is the face, the flat part? Circle the one that it is. Then you have this like clear plastic wrap. What's the shape of the faces on it? So the flat part, what is that shape? Is it a circle, a trapezoid, a triangle, or a rectangle? Circle the correct one. Okay, number 7 says circle the object that can be made by the faces. So here's all these faces. You're going to make it into a 3D shape. What shape would it make? Would it make a checker game, a cube, or a drum? You decide. Okay, let's turn to the back. And the problem says, what shape are the faces on this cube of cheese? Draw each face. So see that cube of cheese? What's that shape? That shape, that shape, the bottom shape, the back shape. What is that? Draw each face. How many faces is there? Okay, it's shaped like a cube. How many faces and what shape will they be? And just lay them out flat. okay? And then write what shape the face is. Is the face a square or a rectangle? And if you don't know how to spell it, flip back to the other pages that have that down, or maybe it's still on this page, I don't know. Let's look on. Okay, if you put these shapes together, what three-dimensional shape do you make? Would you make, okay, look at the faces. You've got 2 squares and you've got 4 rectangles. Would it, rectangles. Would it make a cube or a rectangular prism? Circle the one it would make. And the next page, okay, it says, how are cubes and rectangular prisms different? If you were going to describe the difference between these two, what would you say? Are they exactly alike? We could say, well, on mine anyway, I don't know how yours are when you got them made. Mine's bigger, mine's blue. But as far as the shapes of them, I could say that the rectangular prism has rectangle faces, and the cubes has all square faces. Every face on it is a square, okay? So this is your Tuesday math, because Monday math was just going over your words and your are you ready? So that's all for Tuesday for math.